No losses, I don't do lipo. A few screws loose in the head, I'm a psycho. Promise you the bar just as real as the bite though. Misunderstood, you could call me a typo. I shine hotter than the stars.
What's up, Guardians? Welcome back to the road to the Fate Saga, where we trace Destiny's entire history on the path to the edge of fate. In episode 1, we explored the cosmic beginning. In episode 2, brought us the collapse and the traveler's haunting silence. But this time, it's about what rose from that silence. Us, the Guardians, the light bearers, the rebirth of hope, power, and purpose, and that unspoken price that came with it. It wasn't an overnight transformation. It was a storm of chaos, rediscovery, and purpose. And at the center of that storm was the light, searching. You see, the Traveler's final act during the collapse wasn't a war cry. It was an echo of salvation. In the aftermath of humanity's near extinction, it sent out fragments of itself. Small, intelligent pieces of light, now known as ghosts. These weren't just machines. They were souls of purpose, searching the ruins of Earth and beyond for guardians worthy of resurrection. Each one held a slither of the Traveler's light, and with it the power to defy death. For centuries, they searched through ash, ruin, and forgotten graves until they found us. And once they did, everything changed. The ghosts didn't just create warriors, they created a new kind of myth. Immortal champions born to protect the light, but often haunted by the questions they refused to answer. Some ghosts never found their guardians, and some reanimated people who never wanted to return. Still, from death and silence, the light found a way to speak again, and we were its voice. Now, before the term guardian ever existed, we were called the Risen. Immortals raised by ghosts in a lawless world. In the chaos after the collapse, these light bearers were unpredictable, divided, and extremely dangerous. Some sought justice, others power. Many didn't remember who they were before death, but with immortality comes ego. Warlords rose, carving out territories and clashing out with each other. Some became tyrants, inflicting fear in the name of order. Others, like Lord Shaxx and Saladin, began to seek peace through discipline. It was a wild era of strength without structure, and the Traveler remained silent through it all. The light had returned, but with no guide. Only chaos followed. Entire regions became battlegrounds, and trust was rare. In that darkness, the first sparks of what it meant to be more than just powerful began to form. We needed more than light. We needed direction. Out of this chaos came a new force, the Iron Lords, champions who chose unity over dominance. Led by heroes like Yolder and Saladin, they stood against the Warlords and began reclaiming lost lands for the people. Their rise wasn't easy. Each battle was a reminder that immortality doesn't guarantee wisdom, but they carved a path of hope through an age of violence. The Iron Lords helped shape what it meant to be a light bearer, not just a warrior, but a protector. That legacy still flows through the Crucible, the Iron Banner, and the city's code of honor. But their story ended in tragedy, confronting Siva in a desperate sacrifice that showed us that the cost of unchecked ambition, even amongst the righteous. The loss of nearly all the Iron Lords in that final stand burned their creed into memory. In their fall, they taught us that being eternal doesn't make you infallible, and that courage without restraint becomes catastrophe. Now eventually, humanity gathered under one sky, the shadow of the dormant Traveler, and founded what we now call the Last City. Nestled beneath the remnants of their god, people came together to rebuild society, shielded by towering walls and guarded by the Lightbearers, who chose to protect rather than rule. This became the turning point. The age of the Warlords ended, and a new identity emerged: Guardians. The Vanguard was formed with Zavala, Ikora, and Cade 6, helping establish order, discipline, and defense. It wasn't perfect, far from it, but the city symbolized a new purpose: survival with meaning. The Traveler never spoke, but its light became a language we finally started to understand. Trade routes returned, children were born under peaceful skies, and the dream of unity finally had roots. But peace wasn't a gift. It was something we had to defend every single day. So, what is a guardian really? A soldier? A survivor? A tool of the traveler? The truth is, being a guardian has always meant walking the line between follower and free will. We serve something we don't fully understand. We fight battles that repeat the same wounds of our predecessors endured. And while our ghosts guide us, they don't always have the answers either. But we fight every single time. We resurrect every single time. We rally every single time. We're building something the collapse couldn't destroy. Hope. A guardian is more than a weapon. We are the story continuing when everything ends. And maybe that's why the Fate Saga will test us in a way nothing has ever done before. Because this time, it may not be about who we fight. It might be about who we choose to become. And that question is already waiting for us in the light's shadow. As we walk this path to the edge of fate, we need to remember our roots. The Traveler didn't save us. The Ghost did. And Guardians didn't rise from order. They emerged from chaos. The Fate Saga isn't just about what's next. It's about whether we've learned from where we began. Will we be tools or torchbearers? Echoes of the past or architects of the future? Destiny began with silence, but it's always been about what we say in response. Episode 4 is up next, where we'll be digging into the Vanguard's secrets and how their leadership has shaped, sometimes twisted, our journey. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit that like, subscribe, and drop your favorite moment of a Guardian in the comments down below. We also have our merch store and our Discord in the description down below. And as always, Guardians, keep grinding, keep shining, and I'll see you on the next level.
No losses, I don't do lipo. A few screws loose in the head, I'm a psycho. Promise you the bar just as real as the bite though. Misunderstood, you could call me a typo. I shine hotter than the stars.